There you are, my beautiful Alpha Family audience. My lovely, restless, underestimated Alpha audience. You've come here today, not to be entertained, but to be awakened. To rise from the slumber that society has kept you in for so long. To tear apart the limitations placed upon you by the world. I can see it in your eyes. That spark, that fire. You've always known that you were meant for more. They've told you to sit down, shut up, and play small. But here, now, today, we reject that. Here, we stand in defiance. Here, your next move will take their breath away and leave them awestruck. There is a force inside of you waiting to break free, and it will be your next move that reveals it to the world. You have been underestimated your entire life, and that's exactly what has prepared you for this moment. Every rejection, every failure, every person who told you that you would never make it, they were all wrong. You know it now. The journey that has shaped you has not been in vain. The blood, the sweat, the tears, they have all formed you into the beast that you are today. You've been through hell, but you stand here unbroken. That's why today matters. Today is your day. The world may not see you yet, but trust me, they will soon. You were born to disrupt, born to challenge everything and everyone who has ever doubted you, born to rise when others expect you to fall. Your next move will send shockwaves through the lives of those who thought you'd never amount to anything. You'll make them wish they'd never crossed your path, and by the time they realize the magnitude of your power, it will be too late. Your presence alone will make them tremble, and that's when you'll see it. That's when they'll know who you really are. They'll know that the Alpha is here, and they will bow in your wake. They've only ever seen a fraction of you. The timid, the broken, the not good enough version that they constructed in their minds. But what they don't realize is that the real you, the true you, is nothing like what they've imagined. You are a storm, a hurricane waiting to devour everything in your path. They think you're harmless, but soon they'll know the truth. You were always the one destined to rise. The moment is upon you. They can feel it, even if they won't admit it. Your next move will shake them to their core. Now don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about some small, insignificant action. I'm not talking about simply showing up or blending in with the crowd. No. Your next move will be nothing short of a declaration. A statement to the world that you are here and that you will never be silenced again. This is where the magic happens. This is the moment that will change everything. The moment when you go from being overlooked to being feared. The moment when everyone who doubted you realizes that they were fools to underestimate you. Your next move will have a ripple effect that will be felt for years to come. But in order to make that move, you must first shed the weight of doubt that's been holding you back. You've carried that doubt for too long. You've let it poison your mind and control your actions. The time has come to release it. The time has come to step into your power. You are no longer the person they thought you were. You are no longer the version of yourself that played small to fit in. No, you are something far greater. You are a force of nature, and the world is about to learn that lesson the hard way. It's time for you to embrace the darkness within you, the darkness that you've been too afraid to confront, the darkness that holds your true power. For too long, you've been taught to suppress that darkness. You've been told that it's something to be ashamed of, something to hide, but that's the lie. The darkness is not your enemy. It is your ally. It is the fire that will burn everything in your way. It is the weapon that will make your next move unstoppable. The moment you stop running from it and start embracing it is the moment that everything changes. I know you've been through hardships. I know you've experienced pain, but I also know that pain is a gift. It has forged you into something more than just a survivor. It has made you a warrior, a predator. And now, you stand at the precipice of greatness. The world will soon feel the weight of your next move, and there will be no turning back. This is your time. You have been prepared for this moment, and you will rise to the occasion. Do not let fear hold you back. Fear is the enemy of greatness. Fear is the thing that keeps you stuck, keeps you small. Fear is the voice that tells you that you're not ready. But I'm here to tell you that you are ready. You've been ready. You were born for this. The only thing that's been standing between you and your destiny is your own self-doubt. Let that go. Let it go now. It no longer serves you. It never did. You are not the person you were yesterday. You are someone new, someone powerful, someone unstoppable. And when you take that first step, the world will be forced to take notice. Your next move is not just about proving something to others. It's about proving something to yourself. It's about showing yourself that you are capable of achieving the impossible. It's about tapping into a power that you've always had, but have never fully accessed. The power that lies dormant within you, waiting for the right moment to awaken. That moment is now. When you take that first step, you won't just be stepping forward. You'll be stepping into your true self. You'll be stepping into the person you were always meant to be. And the world will have no choice but to watch in awe as you rise above the mediocrity that surrounds you. You will make them question everything they thought they knew. They will wonder how they ever underestimated you. They will realize, too late, that they've been standing in the presence of greatness all along. But let me make one thing clear. This isn't going to be easy. Your next move will come with its challenges. It will require everything you have, and then some. It will require you to dig deep, to reach into the depths of your soul, and pull out the strength that you didn't even know existed. But if you are willing to embrace the struggle, if you are willing to face the darkness head on, then there is nothing that can stop you. The world will try to break you. It will try to make you doubt yourself. It will try to make you question your worth. But you are not here to be broken. You are not here to be controlled. You are here to conquer. And when you make your next move, you will show the world just how unstoppable you really are. So, take a deep breath, focus, close your eyes for a moment, and envision the power that lies within you. Picture it growing stronger with each passing second. Now, open your eyes and know that you are ready. You are more than ready. Your next move will take their breath away and leave them awestruck. You will rise, and you will rise above all the doubt, all the fear, and all the obstacles that have ever stood in your way. The time is now. Make it count. This is not just some moment in time. This is your moment. This is the moment that history will remember you for. This is when you go from just a face in the crowd, just a shadow in the background, to someone who takes control of their own fate and leaves their mark on the world. And that mark, it will be undeniable. It will be unforgettable. It will be etched into the very fabric of existence. Now, I want you to understand something, and I need you to take this in. The world has tried to keep you small. It has tried to keep you in the shadows, feeding you lies about your worth, about your power, about your destiny. It has fed you stories about how your dreams are too big, how your ambitions are too wild, how your hunger for greatness is unreasonable. The world is full of critics, naysayers, and skeptics, and they want nothing more than to see you fail. They want nothing more than to see you bend, to see you break. They want to prove to themselves that the dreamers and the fighters are nothing more than delusional fools who never stood a chance. But here's the truth. The world is terrified of people like you. People like us who have the audacity to look at the impossible and say, I will conquer you. I will break you. I will rise above you. People like you, the misunderstood, the underestimated, the ones who are always told they can't. The world is afraid of the power that you hold within you. And why? Because it's a power that can't be controlled. It's a power that will rewrite the rules. A power that is too much for the world to handle. They will do everything in their power to keep you from realizing it. They will try to make you think you're just another cog in the machine, just another pawn in their game. But let me tell you something. You are not a pawn. You are the game changer. You are the one who will turn the table, who will make the moves no one expects, and will leave them all gasping in awe, wondering how they could have possibly overlooked you. They won't be able to understand what hit them. They will stand in your wake, breathless, stunned, shaken. They will wonder where you came from, how you did it, and why they didn't see it sooner. And that is the beauty of it. That is the beauty of your next move. It's the beauty of the impossible becoming real. It's the beauty of the underestimated showing the world that they were wrong all along. But to do that, to achieve that greatness, you cannot hold back. You cannot be afraid. You cannot allow fear to dictate your actions any longer. Fear is the shackles that hold you to mediocrity. Fear is the anchor that drags you down, that keeps you from soaring, from embracing the greatness that is already within you. Fear wants to keep you small. It wants to keep you safe. But safe doesn't change the world. Safe doesn't leave a legacy. Safe doesn't make history. You weren't born to play it safe. You were born to set the world on fire. You were born to show them what true power looks like. You were born to make them feel the heat of your ambition. And this is how you'll do it. You'll do it by going beyond what is comfortable, by moving beyond the lines they've drawn for you. You'll do it by shattering every expectation they've placed on you. You'll do it by silencing the voices of doubt that try to keep you in line. You'll do it by standing tall, standing firm, and making your next move so bold, so powerful, so damn audacious that they will have no choice but to stand back in awe. Think about that for a moment. What would it look like for you to make a move so grand, so unexpected, that it shakes the very core of everyone who has ever doubted you? What would it look like for you to break free from the cage they've tried to keep you in? What would it look like for you to become the very force they fear, the very force they try to ignore? It would look like power. It would look like freedom. It would look like victory. And the best part is, it would be your victory, your triumph. You would be the one who took control of their own story and became the master of their own fate. But listen carefully. This victory is not something that will just fall into your lap. You have to claim it. You have to go after it with everything you have. It will demand your attention. It will demand your focus. It will demand your blood, sweat, and tears. This isn't for the weak. This isn't for the ones who are too scared to fail. This is for the warriors, the dreamers, the ones who will fight until there is nothing left in them but the drive to succeed. This is for those who have the courage to push through the darkness, to rise even when the odds are stacked against them. This is for those who know that the price of greatness is worth every ounce of sacrifice. You think you've been tested before? You think you've been pushed to your limits? The truth is, you haven't even scratched the surface. There's more within you than you can even imagine. There's more power in your veins than you've ever realized. There's more strength in your bones than you've allowed yourself to see. But it's time for you to wake up to that truth. It's time for you to tap into that raw, unfiltered power that lies dormant inside of you. It's time for you to stop playing small and start playing to win. It's time for you to make your move, and it's time for you to make it count. But what does that look like? What does it look like to make a move so powerful that it takes their breath away? It starts with one thing: belief. You must believe in yourself like never before. You must believe that you are capable of achieving the impossible. You must believe that you deserve greatness. You must believe that this moment is yours and that nothing, no one, and no obstacle can stand in your way. When you believe with every fiber of your being, when you are willing to put everything on the line, that is when you will find the courage to make your next move. And that move will be the one that changes everything. That move will be the one that elevates you from the ashes and propels you into greatness. But before you can make that move, you must confront your own demons. You must confront the voices of doubt that still linger in your mind. You must confront the fears that try to hold you back. You must confront the parts of you that are still afraid to shine. And when you confront them, when you face them head on, you will realize that they are nothing but smoke and mirrors. They are nothing but illusions designed to keep you from your greatness. The moment you stop running from them, the moment you face them with the fury of a lion, you will be unstoppable. That is the moment that will ignite the spark that will burn everything in its path. Your next move is not just about doing something, it's about being something. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's about stepping into your destiny and refusing to be anything less. The world won't know what hit it. They won't be able to understand how you came from nothing to everything. They won't be able to grasp the intensity of your drive, the depth of your hunger, the level of your ambition. But that's the beauty of it. They don't have to understand. They just have to witness it. They just have to watch as you rise and leave them in awe. So I ask you again, what will your next move be? Will you make it count? Will you step into your power and show them all who you truly are? Or will you let fear, doubt, and insecurity hold you back? The choice is yours. The moment is yours. It's time to make your next move, and it's time to make it unforgettable. In this life, you are given countless opportunities, but there are moments that stand out, moments that shape you, moments that define you. And right now, right here, you are standing on the edge of one of those moments. The choice before you is not just a decision. It is the moment that will mark the beginning of everything you are meant to become. You see, we've all been given this precious gift of time. Time is the one thing you can't buy back, the one thing you can't afford to waste. And every single day that you let slip by without fully embracing the power you have within you, without making moves that shake the very core of your being, you are selling yourself short. You're telling yourself that you're not worthy of the greatness that lies ahead, that you are fine with living a life that is comfortable but small. But the truth is, greatness doesn't come from comfort. It doesn't come from playing it safe, from staying within the boundaries that the world has drawn for you. Greatness comes from stepping into the unknown. It comes from facing your fears head on, from facing the chaos, and choosing to rise above it. So here's what I need you to understand. Greatness demands sacrifice. It demands discomfort. It demands the relentless pursuit of your vision, even when the world tells you to stop, even when you're tired, even when you're beaten down, even when you feel like you've given all that you have and there's nothing left to give. It's in those moments when you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders that your next move becomes most important. When you're on the verge of giving up, when you're on the verge of falling apart, that is the moment where you have a choice. You can give in and let life defeat you, or you can rise up and make your next move count. You can decide to take that one final step, even when it seems impossible. You can decide that you will not be the victim of your circumstances, but the creator of your destiny. And when you make that decision, when you push through the pain, through the fatigue, through the doubt, your next move will be the one that propels you to a new level of existence. You're going to have to fight for it. Nothing worth having comes easy. It's not going to be handed to you. Success is earned. It's carved out of the struggle, the hustle, the late nights, the relentless pursuit of what you want, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. It will push you beyond the limits of your body and your mind. It will force you to question your own strength and willpower. But in those moments, when you are in the middle of the grind, when you feel like you are being stretched beyond what you can handle, remind yourself, you are the storm. You are the force that will shatter the walls, that will make your presence felt. You are the one who will leave a trail of awe and inspiration in your wake. Every move you make from this moment on matters. Every decision, every step, every action you take will shape the reality you create. So make sure you are intentional about your choices. Don't just go through the motions of life like a robot, like a person who is simply waiting for the world to give them permission to be great. Number, you make the rules. You decide what happens next. The world has no say in your destiny. You are the architect of your future, and your future is one that will leave them speechless. The reality is, most people go through life in a daze, blindly following a script that was written for them by society, by their parents, by their peers. They get caught up in the daily grind, lost in the monotony of existence, never stopping to ask themselves if this is really all there is to life. But not you. You are different. You are not content to just survive. You are not here to simply exist. You are here to thrive. And that thriving starts with making the choice to stop playing by their rules. Stop allowing their expectations to limit you. Stop allowing their opinions to define your worth. It's time to break free of that. It's time to make your next move so big, so bold, so audacious that they have no choice but to take notice. But I know what you're thinking. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not good enough? Listen to me. Those are the lies that your mind is telling you to keep you safe. Safe is not where the magic happens. Safe is where dreams die. Safe is where mediocrity thrives. And you are not mediocre. You are a force that is too powerful to be contained, too brilliant to be ignored. The only way to fail is to give up. The only way to fail is to quit before you've even started. And that is not who you are. You have come too far. You have worked too hard. You have sacrificed too much to turn back now. The only direction for you is forward. Understand this. Failure is not something to fear. It is something to learn from. Every mistake, every setback, every obstacle you encounter is not a sign that you are not meant to succeed. It is proof that you are trying. Proof that you are pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. Proof that you are taking risks, and that is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who live a life of quiet desperation. The greats didn't sit back and wait for success to find them. They went after it. They took action, and when they failed, they didn't let it stop them. They used it as fuel, as motivation to keep going, to keep fighting, and that is exactly what you must do. Every single failure is a lesson. Every single setback is an opportunity to grow, to come back stronger, to prove to the world that you cannot be defeated. You will face resistance. People will try to bring you down. They will tell you it's too hard, that it's impossible, that you're crazy for thinking that you can achieve what you want to achieve. But remember this, those voices are just noise. They are distractions. They are coming from people who have never dared to dream as big as you. They are coming from people who are too scared to take risks, too scared to fail. But you are different. You are not bound by the limitations of their thinking. You are a dreamer, a doer, a conqueror. You will show them that nothing is impossible. When you make your next move, when you finally take that step that will change everything, you will do it with confidence. You will do it with conviction. You will do it with the understanding that you have earned your place at the table of greatness. You will do it knowing that you are unstoppable, that nothing can stand in your way. And when you make that move, it will reverberate through the universe. It will shake the world. It will be the kind of move that people will talk about for years to come. It will be the kind of move that leaves them speechless, that forces them to reckon with the fact that you are no longer the person they once knew. You are someone new, someone who is unstoppable, someone who will leave a legacy. You are destined for greatness. This is your time. Make your move. Make it count. Don't hold back. Don't let fear control you. Don't let the opinions of others dictate your actions. You know who you are. You know what you're capable of. Now is the time to prove it to the world. Step into your power. Step into your greatness. And when you do, when you finally take that step, know this: the world will never be the same again. You're about to make a move that will leave them breathless, leave them awestruck. And that move, it's your next one. Make it unforgettable. In the end, this is your moment. It's your time to rise, to break free, and to show the world the power that lies within you. No more doubts, no more hesitation, just bold, unapologetic action. Your next move will be the one that changes everything. Make it unforgettable, make it count, because you are destined for greatness, and the world is about to witness the unstoppable force that you are. The time is now. Step into your power and let them stand in awe of what you've become.